My next guest is coming off an impressive win over Sijara Eubanks at UFC Vegas 17. It is Pannie Kianzad back here on the program. Pannie, how's it going?
Good. It's nice. I'm still in the States, and yeah, it's been a long week.
Yes, no, I imagine. Are you going to make it home in time for the holidays?
No, I'm gonna actually celebrate the holidays in Yuma, in Arizona.
Oh, cool. What's the reason for that? Just wanted to switch things up, or?
And it's just like one of my coaches from the Ultimate Fighter. He couldn't make it out here for this week, so we just thought we're gonna celebrate Christmas with them.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, good stuff. Let's talk about the matchup. First off, we didn't have a chance to speak before you headed into the fight. I imagine camp went pretty well because the performance was outstanding.
Yeah, it's a tough fight. It was mostly like a tough camp as well. Just training for Sarge is really hard because she's such a strong competitor. But the good thing is I come from a grappling based team since a few years back, and we have fighters that look exactly like her, style wise and toughness and heart and everything, and most of it the technique. I mean, I've been drilling on and off like morning and night. So
excellent. Was part of it as well? Were there any restrictions that you had in terms of camp with all the COVID stuff going on?
No, not really. Sweden doesn't really have that. But I during this whole COVID thing, I tried to limit. I only train with one group of person, nothing else. So I've been pretty limited myself. Like I put I don't want to go to new places and stuff like that during this time.
No, that makes sense. What was the game plan heading into the fight?
Well, it was not to end up on my back, of course, but if I end up on my back, I need to either threaten with submissions or try to get up and everything, which went okay fine the first minute when I got to the cage, but she's smart. She pulled me out of the cage and put me right in the middle like a baby. So that was really smart of her. But then I just went to plan B. I just tried to stay safe, regain my half guard position again from side. And on the feed, I was supposed to be more active with my hands, but I found a lot of success in the clinch. I've been doing a lot of wrestling for this fight as well. I always do, but like specifically like the clinch work, that was it. And then I kind of like found out that I'm gonna bully you against the cage because I felt that I was pretty good there.
Awesome. And was there anything in the fight that you weren't expecting that maybe surprised you about Sijara?
Yeah, just that she was like exactly strong, and she was like ridiculously strong. I could expect her to be like physical and everything, but she has a lot of heart. Like I looked at a lot of her fights from years, like a couple years ago as well. I mean, I have pretty good an idea look of all the fighters, and I always thought she was one of the best. Like hard to train for.
No, great point. How confident were you when it went to the judges' scorecards?
I was a bit nervous because, when it's a close fight and it's a decision, like you've seen UFC, and it's a lot of weird decisions sometimes, and you're like, oh shit, okay. But I was pretty certain that I had 2 rounds.
Okay, fair enough. And how did you celebrate? I know everything's closed, but did you get to enjoy yourself after the fight?
I actually left the hotel that night one day earlier, and went and saw my manager. He came
nice,
all the way
Nima.
from,
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. He came all the way from LA to see us, but I had to get out of there because I couldn't go back again. So me and my boyfriend / coach went over to and met him, and we went straight to In-N-Out. I've been talking about In-N-Out all week, and then we went to the hotel and the new hotel and had some Italian food and just like catch up. I haven't seen Nima since my debut fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so because he didn't come to Moscow and then the corona hit.
Right. Okay. So I've seen him before since you have, because I saw him at the Machida fight last year when Gegard was fighting.
Yeah. Okay, that was cool.
So there you go. Yeah. No, that's interesting. What's been the feedback like? From the fans and everyone. I'm sure it's been cool to watch your journey. You coming back and on this nice winning streak now. That must be pretty rewarding to see all the fan feedback after that fight.
I'm really happy that I stuck in, that I stayed, because I wasn't really so keen about like staying and fighting after the Ultimate Fighter. I wasn't really so pumped up for it. But then I was thinking I'm gonna give it a shot, another shot. But the fan feedback has been really good. I mean, like, I know I was an underdog and people assume that Sarge would win, but I mean, that's fine, because if I was on the outside, I would think that too. But I got a lot of good feedback of how I came back in the second and the third round, how I could turn it around, and yeah, just the growthness in that. Like, I don't think I would be able to do that a few years ago. To, like, mentally just say, fuck it, okay, we lost the first round, we knew that. Let's just go in and fix it.
Well, I think part of that, too, is the experience that you've had in your career, right? Like, this is something we've always talked about, how even before you were in the UFC, you fought, like, top-notch competition. Sarah Kaufman, I mean, we're talking some of the biggest names in women's MMA, so I'm sure that's helped you along the journey. Like you said, where in a fight where you're down, you have that confidence now knowing it's like, I've been in there with the best, I can do this.
Yeah, I just thought about that, like, a day ago or something. I think Sarah commented something on Twitter, and it was that I've been doing so much better after me and her fight, and that could be really true, because after my fight with Sarah, it was kind of an eye opener for me.
When are you looking to get back in there? Do you have an idea of when you want to have your next fight?
I really want to fight before April. Anything before April, March, February, March will be.
Awesome. And any opponents in mind, or are you just going to leave that up to your coaches and management?
I said before that I would love to fight Raquel Pennington. I just don't know if she has a fight book, and I totally understand if she does. I'm super polite when you try to make me call out people.
No, it was just curiosity. It's not like you're getting on the mic and saying, I want Raquel next, she better fight me or else. You're very polite. I think everyone knows that, but obviously I'm sure you're looking ahead in terms of your career and all that.
Yeah,
well, let's say this then. Hypothetically, if you were to get that fight, how do you feel like style-wise you match up against Raquel?
That would be such a cool fight. I think that's it's an even fight, actually. I think she has tons of experience, like myself and everything. But I mean, it's like I'm trying to get those fights that I always wanted. Before they leave.
Yes.
So I mean, I think the matchup between me and Raquel will be bomb. I think it would be really nice.
I agree.
I mean, Irina Aldana is a pretty cool matchup. I don't know if she's injured. I saw something about that. But then we have a couple of matchups that are upcoming right now. So we just have to wait and see. It's exactly like with the Sarge fight. I had to wait and see what happened after her last fight if she wanted to fight. Yeah.
Last question: where's Biggie? Is he at home or did you bring him with you?
Oh, no, Biggie's with my stepmom back at home.
Okay, and he's doing well. Did you do like a FaceTime call or anything to him or Skype call?
We're actually gonna FaceTime today.
Good stuff.
Before we go to Yuma, and my stepmom just sent me a picture. She just handmade his new bed, and it's octagon.
Oh, cool! That's awesome.
It's a UFC octagon.
Nice, good work.
So she put the UFC sticker on the bottom and his face on the outside. It's super cute.
Pannie, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Really appreciate it. Anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Thank you so much to my sponsors that made everything happen. Everything is on my Instagram. Because if I say all the names, I will forget something, and somebody will be mad.
There you go.
And all the fans out there, and just keep them coming.